Homeschooling can be tough for parents at the best of times, but spare a thought for the Peereboom family. Mum and Dad are working from home to look after their 3 children who are all autistic. They're not complaining, but it's challenging.
It's all right. Hey, it's all right. It's all right.
If you think homeschooling is tough, look what this family has to cope with.
Waiting. Sit down, please. Gentle. You have to be gentle with mummies.
All of my 3 boys have been diagnosed with severe autism. My older 2 boys also have an intellectual impairment.
Kathrine and Stephen Peereboom both work from home and because of the virus can't have family or carers to help them.
Joshy, sit up properly.
All of our boys are also non-verbal, so they don't talk at all. They're all still in diapers. They're all still in nappies, so we still change a lot of nappies every single day. So our boys are a little bit complicated.
Oh, good job. High five.
Before Corona hit, the 2 eldest boys, Oliver who's 6 and Joshua who's 5, went to a school specialising in autism.
They've got 2 wonderful teachers who are brilliant at getting them to do things that I certainly can't get them to do.
And now, of course, they can't go to school. They're right out of any kind of routine.
So we've done now 5 weeks at home. The hardest part is just watching the regression in them. They've worked so hard and they've really come through and they've really strived to achieve the things that they have, and it's unravelling before my eyes.
How about we do
It must be tough to watch.
It's really hard to watch, actually, yeah. It was really started to come together, and now, of course, it's fallen apart and they've gone backwards, which is really hard. And I'm, working full-time as well, so I can't really be doing therapy, which I'm not qualified to do, as well. So, yeah, we're hanging on in there.
The Peerebooms say their day in isolation starts about 4:30 a.m.
Usually Oliver or Joshua will start by singing. Joshy likes to sing. It's his way of vocalising. It's part of his autism. Yeah, come 5 a.m, 5:30, it's all on.
Moment I have my back turned. What's happening here, Josh? Huh? This is about the only thing you eat these days, isn't it, buddy?
The confusion across the country about when schools will resume has made life even harder for this family.
And it's frightening. It's absolutely frightening. You know, my husband and I, our mental health goes up and down on a roller coaster.
Kathrine says as some restrictions ease, they'll be able to take their boys to the park or for a drive. And while she thinks the government is doing a good job dealing with the crisis, she says so far there's been no real help for the 500,000 families like hers living with kids suffering autism spectrum disorder.
I've not heard anything with any care packages or any type of support for families like ours. And when you've got carers at the moment who are not coming to work to give families that respite and the relief that they need, the bigger concern is what then happens to that family.
If there's a way that we could sort of, open up the parameters a little bit and let boys like ours go to their school, I think that's the best place for them. I mean, the Prime Minister's been saying since the beginning, the school's perfectly safe.
At 4, Tyler is the Peereboom's youngest. He normally goes to a local preschool, which also has a special class for kids with his needs. And as tough as it is in the current crisis, Kathrine stays positive.
They're loving and caring and they're cheeky and they're mischievous and, they love to dance and muck around with us. There's lots of light and shade in the day. It's not all, doom and gloom.
What do you say to parents, though, when you hear them say or whinging about what they've got to put up with?
I listen to them. I don't say anything. I don't try to be that guy. I try to be sensitive. Like I say, everyone's got their own problems.
Close your eyes and think of me, and soon I will be there.
And virus or no virus, there is one problem that keeps haunting Kathrine.
I'm not going to be here forever. And and nobody's going to love them like I do, you know? So, oh, I'm so sorry. But,
That's all right, totally understandable.
But that's why we started Spectrum Support. It was in honour of our children and to protect them and help the world understand what autism actually is.
Spectrum Support is a charity dedicated to people caring for loved ones on the spectrum. Among other things, it's training police in how to handle people with autism.
I don't know what the future holds for my kids. And I felt like I literally had to change the world to understand them, to protect them. You got a friend in me.
For more details on Spectrum Support, just head to our website.